I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and moved to Minneapolis, lived there for 15 or 20 years, and then moved up here.
Ken Newman's never meant to move to Duluth. He never meant to get so into boats either.
I came to Duluth because I ran the Grandma's Marathon a couple times in the 80s. And so it was in my head, this is an interesting place to live. It was in the mid-90s. I was down here looking at a boat and asked somebody what was in the boat, and they said, I don't know. One of the people watching, do you know where the boat's coming from? No. Where it's going? Nope. And I asked some other people, nobody knew.
Thus begins Ken's quest for information. He knew nothing about boats when he started, but that would soon change thanks to a few odd jobs, a picture-taking hobby, and a love for working with computers.
I've been a computer consultant, or worked with computers since the middle 70s. And I've always worked with computers. And actually, when I was out there talking to people about what's in that boat, I walked away from that thinking I could do a newsletter better or cheaper, more efficiently than anybody else. Because I had a printer right here, and I had a computer, I had PageMaker to lay it out, and thousands of people came right to here, so my distribution was to go outside my door and pass it around.
However, it wasn't until Ken took a boat ride with the company he worked with that he realized that he could also take his new business online.
But I was working for a local stevedore, writing a software program about loading boats. I knew nothing about that, but I could write the software. So they took me on a boat just to help write the software, and I took some pictures. I said, hey, I got some pictures of a boat. So I put them on the website and decided to call it the Duluth Shipping News. And that's kind of how it started. But I try to find things that really answer the question that I asked a long time ago. I guess I didn't get into anything for the money, but I assumed I would make a living, and I didn't. It got really bad financially. But I was living alone, and I didn't have any kids. It was just supporting me, and so I've learned to live cheaply.
So what is Ken planning on doing next?
I'd like to move to Portland, Oregon, but the Duluth Shipping News, I spent 16 years building that name, and I don't want to start over again. So probably I'll be here, yeah. I'll do this until they cart me out in a box.